Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. You know, the last 48 hours for V and I has been very trying. You know, she has been in and out of the hospital the last 2 or 3 weeks, mostly routine appointments and tests and things like that. But on this day, she actually called and summoned me to the hospital, and I'll show you how kind of a routine appointment turned into be one of the worst case scenarios. Let's jump into it. Yesterday evening, we went out separately. I was at my friend's bar for a live show. V came subsequently thereafter, but on the way there, she got clipped apparently by a car and ended up going off her bike on the right side, not falling over to the left, falling over to the right, and scuffed up the bike and scuffed up her ankle, her, I guess, shin and elbow. Very typical, very minor, low speed, a little bit of road rash. We were able to find some things to dress the wounds with right there, and some alcohol, and cleaned it all up, some betadine, all that stuff, bandaged her up. Although these wounds look very superficial, she had some pain up here in her chest area and down closer to her hips. And so she wanted to go to the hospital today and get checked out. And I also wanted the wounds professionally dressed because I don't know what I'm doing. Infections here are very important. Need antibiotic cream. You need to clean them and dress them about twice as good as you normally would here, because for whatever reason, the heat, humidity, the different bacteria, you can get a nasty infection very quick here. So she came into the hospital and they gave her a whole MRI, 12,000 baht for an MRI, by the way. That's where you go through the big tube of whatever and they do a scan. And they found out her liver and lung are bruised, I guess pursuant to this accident when she fell. She was wearing a helmet, by the way, and there wasn't even any scuffs on her helmet, but good looking out there. But they wanted to admit her, I guess just for tonight, so she's in the hospital. She's in Jomtien Hospital, that's where we are. And she's up on the 6th floor. So I came to bring her whatever she needs for tonight, her iPad and some food, and although they fed her, there's juke or katom here and orange juice, all provided by Sodexo. I swear I remember seeing them in the US, big suppliers of food. I could have the name wrong, maybe it was something similar, but they gave her pajamas. She's got pajamas. She's all hooked up to an IV and the monitor and the whole works. But the hospital room I'm very impressed with. I mean, I don't like hospitals. I try my best to stay away from them, but I have been in hospitals visiting sick relatives and whatnot, and this is as nice as any hospital I've ever been in. The room is as nice as any hospital I've ever been in. This little sofa thing I'm sitting on, futon or whatever, very comfortable. She's got a little table and chair. She's got a refrigerator. She's got a safety box, not bolted down, but it's a safety box. Private bathroom. This is a private room. A very nice view, a view some would be envious of for their condo. Air conditioned, of course. Plenty of cabinets, a wardrobe. Very nice, and super clean, and looks brand new. A nice TV, remote control TV, phone. She's got an intercom for the nurses station down the hall. I'll try to show you that on the way out. But as far as hospitals go, this is wouldn't meet or exceed any expectation that I ever had. And I think maybe there's some concern if you end up in a hospital here. This is a private hospital. Jomtien is a private hospital. It's not a public hospital. And V can come here instead of a public hospital for only one reason, and that is because we purchased her insurance this year. Thais can go to a public hospital essentially for free. They're going to pay for certain things, but it is a pretty decent system for them to go to public hospitals, get treated. They might have to pay for medicine and certain tests and things like that, but a lot of things they can get for free, but only at a public hospital. The insurance enables her to get treated at a private hospital, as long as it's over a certain amount. And if you're admitted, then that's going to be covered. The MRI alone, though, at 12,000 baht was enough to kick in the insurance. She was in Bangkok Hospital a couple months ago. It was 2,000-3,000 baht. We had to pay that out of pocket. But for this is a much more costly thing with the MRI, the hospital room, all that. That will be covered by the insurance. The insurance for her was 20,000 baht, so about $600-ish US for the year. But keep in mind, that's just a subsidy or a piggyback on her national type health care that they already have. So it just supplements her to be able to go to a private hospital. And she's much happier here. She's so thankful we got the insurance. So she's got her little meal here, and the food I brought her, and I'll try to show you some of the rest of the hospital on the way out. We'll see. But here it is Monday. It's Monday afternoon. We're supposed to be on a plane to India Thursday. So hopefully the wounds get dressed. They've put new dressings on the wounds, and they look much better than the ones I did. And I asked her first thing, are you going to be able to make it? She said, oh yeah. She definitely 100% wants to go to India. Doesn't want me to go by myself. But you can only do what you can do. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Right, India, man?
Bye. Bye. Go India ด้วย Yes.
Thursday, go India, man?
Yes. ไปด้วย
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think they're probably just watching her overnight to see what happens. Maybe take a second look at her in the morning and see if it's getting better or worse, whatever. Maybe a precautionary thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope it's nothing major. Hopefully she can come home tomorrow is what I'm hoping. So I'll come back tomorrow morning, see how she's doing, and follow up after her night in the hospital. We'll find out how that went. Hopefully uneventful. She didn't sleep too well overnight. She said she didn't have her medicine, but I don't know how you'd be in a hospital and not have medicine. They should have just given her whatever she was on here. I don't know. But we'll see if she can come home today. She doesn't know at this point. Today's Tuesday. We fly Thursday. Or maybe I fly Thursday.
I go India.
So she says. I don't know. Her wounds look a lot better, though. They have already removed the bandages from her ankle. They're just very, very shallow abrasions. A little road rash, whatever you want to call it. But it's important to clean them. But the ankle already looks pretty good. Just the elbow's a little painful. So anyway, we'll see. So I just picked up a whole new batch of shirts. I'm supposed to be going to India Thursday. I don't know if I'm going now or not. He's still in the hospital as of this minute. But before going, I wanted to make sure he had enough shirts because he got a lot of customers coming to ask. So there they are.
Yeah, we've got like big bunch of t-shirt now. Yeah, okay.
And you can see behind us. You see there's Central Festival right there.
Opposite the Central Festival, Lucky Tailor there on Night Bazaar. Yeah, Pattaya Night Bazaar.
This big green building. I'll get you a better shot of it. But as you look at the building, there's about 3 entrances. You want to go into the right entrance, which is right back here, the farthest one to the right as you look at it, and that'll take you right to his store. A lot of people told me they walked around and couldn't find it, but that goes right back to his store, so I'll show you. So we're back in the shop. That's how you get here. So he's got 50 more brand new shirts because he's run out. He sold all the first batch. And I didn't want him, it is high season, November, December. I'm going to India for 2 weeks. I didn't want him to be without. So there they are. But I don't know if I'm going now. Here I am. 48 hours out, I don't know. So we're going back to the hospital. We'll go check in on VC, how she's doing. She's waiting on the word from like one of the head doctors or the higher up doctors to see what's going on. So that's what I'm waiting on. Also, some new material. Got a couple new. This one's really thin. So it's really super thin and cool. Maybe even too cool. I'm afraid it's going to blow off me if I ride my bike. It's very thin and light. But I don't know. I like the black and white pattern. So. And he's got, I'll show you. And that's the other new hotness. So every time you get some new material, I got a shirt made. So nobody has anything newer than me.
All right, let's go back and check in on V. Her spirits are high, and she's very hopeful. Just have to see what this head doctor says. And the key will be this: if it's something serious, then probably I won't go either. If it's just like a slow recovery or something, because then maybe I'll go and she won't, depending on the recommendation of the doctor. But I just don't want her to, I don't know what she's going to need. And if it's something serious, she could need God knows what. So then I won't go either. We'll cancel the whole thing. So either we both go, I go, or nobody goes. We'll see.
So I just talked to the nurse along with V's friend. The reason they're holding her here, even since yesterday, is because she had an MRI or something, some kind of scan, and there was something on the liver. So that could just be a bruise, but there's a possibility it's a hematome or some kind of hemorrhage thing. And if that's the case, it's a very serious condition. So the test for that will be in tomorrow, about 10 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see. That's why they're holding her here for that. So we'll see. If it's just a bruise and a little bit of pain here and there, then whether she goes or feels up to going, I might go. If it's the more serious condition, then neither one of us is going, for sure. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We're in a holding pattern, and I'm hoping for the best. We'll see. That's all I know for now.